Even honey, soft drinks not good for us. I don't know where we. From now on, when we go to the restaurant, honey, we're gonna have to eat like fish or something like that, and stay away from the pasta, the pizza, and stuff like
Yeah,
that. You know,
basta.
if we go to Giorgio, we'll take the fish of the day or something like that. Just it costs more, honey, but
Mm.
you're making more money now, so it's okay. No, honey.
You sure? Making more money?
Honey. Honey, you and me, we're one and together. You know that, right?
That's right. I ordered the lean meat, no problem.
You order what?
The lean meat, just lean meat is no problem. Chicken is all fine,
Yeah,
honey, but
yeah.
without
Well, yeah. Well, we can order like
the
that. They have the lean meat, honey. There, they call it the.
yeah the
I know, honey. They're
if you want meat,
the
it's
lemon something there.
yeah,
Okay.
it's still okay to eat meat, but
Yeah, we're gonna.
just the
I'd rather
lean meat.
spend a little more and eat better, honey.
Yeah,
Because yeah.
it's no problem. And
Well,
then just avoid the fries. Avoid the fries. You better go with veggies instead
yeah.
of fries, or salad. That's good for you, honey. That's good for us.
Now these idiots are gonna meet the new boss. Hey,
Yeah.
boy. Part two.
We should. Okay. Olive, olive. September. So long ago. Yeah. I'll take a what one? Still good. Ciao, Aquiler. Hello, hola, ¿cómo estás? How are you? I'm good. How are you guys? How are you, everybody? Is everybody fine? Is everybody fine? Hello, hello, hello. ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien. Estás bien. ¿Cómo estás? How are you? I'm good, my friend. ¿Cómo estás? Hello, hello. I'm good. I'm good, everybody. Hello, hello, there. Big shout out to you, everyone. Thank you for coming. Thank you for this. Thank you, everybody. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, hello, ano? Hola, hola. Hola, mi amigo. Thank you for the friends. Are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. Hello, thank you for the thumbs up. I'm in Canada right now. Where are you from? Canada, Canada, Canada. I'm in Canada, my friend. One thumbs up. Thanks. Oh, oh no. No more. No more lonely nights. No more lonely nights. Shining light. No more shining light. Thank you for the thumbs up, guys. Thank you, guys. What's the time now in Canada? It's 5 p.m. 5 p.m. in Canada. It's 5 p.m., my friend. It's 5 p.m. Thanks, everybody. It's very early from your side, 2:30 a.m. Wow, that's really too early. It's very vibration. It's a very vibration machine, and I just like it subject. Oh wow, I appreciate that. Greg Davies, thank you so much. Thank you. 2 million in the house. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all, guys. Thank you for supporting my live stream. I appreciate all of you here. Thanks. Thank you, really. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Appreciate everybody. Fit, please. What fit? I don't have my fit. What's wrong with you? Like, what fit? Why fit? Why fit? Why fit? Are you busy? Yes, I'm working something. 3 inches. 2 feet. 5 inches. 2 feet. 2 inches. 2 feet 2 inches. 2 feet 2 inches. Yes. 2 feet 2 inches. 2 feet 5 inches. 2 feet 2 feet 5 inches. 2 feet 3 inches. Wow, that's cool. What is this? Thank you, guys. Thank you for the 3 thumbs up. 2 feet, three 3 inches by 2 feet 5 inches. Width, height, table. Oh, fudge. Yep. 3 thumbs up. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you all coming here. Thank you for your support. Thanks. Thank you for coming to my live stream. Thank you for the chat also. Yeah. Appreciate you all, guys. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Alright. Thank you so much for the Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate everybody here. Thank you. work. No. Oh. Oh. Thank you guys. It's not good. Yeah. Yeah. Should be like this. How much will I gonna the table, honey? 70.
Those two pieces?
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's a nice one, huh?
You're the businesswoman around here, honey. I'm always ready to give this stuff away almost. Yeah, I think if you get both pieces, $70 is okay, honey.
70.
Yeah. You want to sell. You wanna
Yeah.
get rid of it. $70.
70 is okay.
For some people, $70 is still a lot of money, but $70.
Yeah.
Then they're gonna bargain you to 60.
That's for sure. You know, but it's a nice table. It's heavy, but still very nice. Like if it's that in my place, huh?
Maybe Suzanne would have taken it. She didn't move in her place yet. She's
Oh.
taking Eric's sofa, okay, and then
That would be complete. Yeah, would be complete.
I think we should give it to Suzanne.
She likes
Do you have a picture of it?
in my iPad.
I'll take a picture.
But
of it.
he saw it in Kevin's.
Yeah, she don't remember though.
She should have asked, you know.
What does she remember? Kevin doesn't think about asking for that.
Mm.
Kevin's not smart like me, honey.
What?
You know what I mean?
No, he is very smart. Kevin is very smart.
So you want to handle my health, honey, there? You want me to live a long time?
Yeah, I can prescribe you something,
You're good to me, honey, huh?
but you have to be very, disciplined. You know, first is if you want to be good, you have to discipline yourself first. Because I'm useless as your doctor. It's even the same as doctors. The difference is the doctors just tell you this and this, and you will listen because, you know. But for us, some people, because this is dieting, you know.
Honey, can I tell people
It's
I
food,
hired,
you know.
I hired my own private dietitian
Mm.
for food and
Yeah, they will believe you. You think they will
some
believe
people
you?
hire their trainers. Okay, give me a hired dietitian, okay?
Yeah.
They'll take
I will close. I will close. Hello. Hello, everybody. Somebody's calling you.
Donald?
My stock is in the toilet, Brian.
Well, I hope, Donald, you don't have any because it is in the toilet today.
I know.
That's the guy we sold the lock to also there, you know?
Wow, that's rocking and rolling.
Yeah, he's picking up furniture to send to Africa, that guy.
Is that what he told you?
Yeah, but it was okay, Donald, the guy.
Sounds like drugs.
No, Donald, because he had the choice to take the 8x10 or the 8x20. He goes, no, I need the 8x20.
Sounds like why?
And he looks like he
Sounds
comes from Africa too.
Sounds lush.
You're not a very good detective, Donald. You know, like it's not really lush. This guy there, Donald. You know, I know one guy. I know.
Nobody's sending furniture to Africa, Brian.
Oh yes, they are, Donald.
It's cost too much.
I had a guy, Donald, that picked up all used tires in a container here to send to Africa.
Really?
Yeah.
Hello, we shout out. TWC Mayors, hello. Hello. Shout out to everybody, guys. Thank you for coming. Thank you for supporting my live stream. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all here. Appreciate you all here, guys. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Thank you for the tips. Mr. Dubry. Hello, Sam. How are you, Sam? Big shout out to you, Sam. Thanks for coming. Appreciate everybody here. Thanks for coming. Thank you. Hi. Where are you from? Canada? Where are you from? I mean Canada. Canada. I'm from Canada. I'm here now in Canada. Where are you from, Mr. Song? Where are you from? Iranian, wow. Iranian, welcome here. Thank you for coming, supporting my live stream. Thank you so much. Thank you. Iranian. It's finished. Honey, are we going up now?
Yeah.
Please. I made the report.
You dare eat a chocolate in front of me, honey? No, no problem.
No problem, honey.
I wanted to see that guy though, honey, but I guess I won't see him.
Who?
The big truck, okay, when he comes in. Honey, my garbage can always goes there, okay, not there,
Oh,
okay?
I misplaced it.
But
Sorry.
it's not a big problem, honey.
Maybe I misplaced Kevin's too.
It's just that you always move it over. Guys are itchy. I think I'll take a drop upstairs.
Mm-hmm. I think I misplaced Kevin's too.
Well, I'm happy to be with you, honey, otherwise I'd be talking to myself right now.
Don't worry.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I'm happy to be with
let
you.
me wait.
I got my own private dietitian. Okay. You locked up the door already, honey?
Hello, hello. What's up, guys? Your voice is gone. My voice is gone. Hello. Big shout out, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you come here. Thank you, Mr. Jayaparkisan Tech. Do you have a channel, guys? Please don't forget to comment down one of my videos so I can give back the love, return back the support that you're extending to my live stream and my channel. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate everyone's support and visiting my channel and the subscription and the like, and if you wish to share for your friends, I will appreciate it. Truly appreciate it, guys. Thank you, thank you. I am Oh, welcome here. Big shout out to all our friends from India. Hello, hello. Hello, everybody from there. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Appreciate all your love and support. Everything. Okay, bye, sister. Hello, thank you so much, Jaya Prakansantek. Thank you. Bye. Bye, brother. Thank you so much. 7 thumbs up. Hello. Thank you so much for the thumbs up, guys. Thank you for the thumbs up. 8 thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
You know what's good? Having nice here. It's not lonely. It's the best with her. She's so nice and she's smart. Okay? The gate wasn't locked though. It wasn't
My
in
gate?
there. No, not you. The other one over
I
there
thought
that we
it's-
let them open up today.
Yeah.
They didn't do it right.
Oh boy, I thought it's
Well, that's very important then.
my gate.
Yes, I put you if I see him.
Mm.
Go downstairs. I told that guy he didn't come and put his, he's gonna come and put his toys on properly because then I don't right.
Oh boy.
But I'm not responsible for these guys who don't put their toys on. Their tarps.
Let's put this on the ano, honey. Over there.
Fell into the burning ring of fire.
Even your fridge. And to celebrate Customer Appreciation Month, when you get the Patriot Power Generator 1200, you'll get 2 solar panels absolutely free. Act now. Go to 4patriots.com and get your generator and 2
That is, get your
free
generator.
solar panels.
Did your wife know you spent over $60 on takeout?
We're busy. We don't have time to cook.
Okay, but you know you're
Well, we
also
don't have
paying for
time
meal
to cook,
kits
we don't
on
have
top
time
of
to
that.
do this, we don't have time to do that.
Just get Rocket Money. It shows you all your expenses in one place, and you can track your subscriptions. And any subscription
I'm taking
you don't
one-
want, which you
one.
don't need,
But we already
cancel
already
it again.
fish.
See, we
I know.
don't have to call customer service to cancel.
You want one of these, honey?
No, thank you.
Does it taste so good?
No, 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 no.
What you spent, which I'm
I
sure
have
your
it
wife
all.
will appreciate.
No, no,
Download
no.
Rocket Money.
Yeah, boy.
I'm good.
It's a hard toast.
Have I got news for you? Due tomorrow.
What's this supposed to open, honey?
In our tech lead, President Trump announced today that he is once again extending the deadline for
Honey, this
TikTok
scratches
to
this.
sell and avoid being banned in the United States. The law
What?
passed by former President Joe Biden required TikTok's China-based parent company ByteDance to divest or face a ban in the United States. Trump's previous extension of 75 days was set to expire tomorrow. CNN's Claire Duffy has the latest. Claire, where do negotiations
Wow.
stand currently when it comes to
Yum.
getting ByteDance with permission of the Chinese government, one expects
so good, honey.
hand over TikTok to someone else.
Yeah, this is really interesting, right? Because both President Trump and Vice President Vance had said in recent days that they did expect a deal to happen by this Saturday deadline. Trump is now saying that more time is needed to reach that deal, but that he does not want TikTok to go dark. And what we're hearing from a source familiar with the conversations within the White House is that there was actually a deal in place, ready to go this week, that Mike Pence and U.S. investors, the Trump administration staff had all been on board and was ready for Trump to certify. And that deal would have given U.S. investors majority control of TikTok's U.S. operations, leaving ByteDance with just a 20% stake.
Could you make them smaller than onions so honey there?
Ah, you don't like it bigger?
No, I like small.
Representatives essentially came to the White House and said the Chinese government is not going to approve of this deal as long as these tariffs are in place. So that really appears to have derailed this deal that was ready to happen by tomorrow.
Vance had not expressed any intent to
I'm
sell.
glad we bought some
Has
avocados,
anything
'cause I like
changed
them.
about that?
Yeah, it appears that it has changed, and ByteDance is actually acknowledging today publicly that it is in talks with the Trump administration to make a deal happen for TikTok US. A spokesperson saying that an agreement has not been executed because there are still key matters to resolve. The spokesperson also said that China will have to approve this deal, and so I think that is the big question now: is can Trump get this deal back on track? Despite this escalating trade war, can we convince China to approve of a deal to sell TikTok?
All right, Claire Duffy, thanks so much, appreciate it. The last time we saw this much economic uncertainty was 5 years ago during the COVID outbreak, March 2020. Did we learn any lessons then to help us navigate it now? That's next.
This is bad. Did you learn?
You gotta learn what, honey?
He's asking.
Oh, have we learned lessons from 5 years ago?
Did you really?
But 5 years ago, honey, was the COVID.
Yeah. I learned a lot from that time.
Yeah. Save your money.
Economy. Perhaps they need to call it something else.
See her face? It's been really touched up, honey, because she don't look like that.
Who?
Oh,
What's the name of that actress?
can't buy this.
What's wrong?
Hang on there. Actually,
Harper's leadership. And his leadership, though, when you wonder if they're going to prosecuting Trudeau the way he did, shows that he could do it at that point. But now into it,
Sure, the buddy is not
once the
there.
Rick Trump's era, there's big changes. People look at people different. You're not leader of the opposition anymore. You're now running for president. So I think there is a bit of a shift there where it would be better if you had more of this caucus out there doing the attacks if you're going to do those. At the end of the day, I think Poilievre should be showing how he can take on Trump, and I don't think talking about Carney is how he can do that.
Right. Mel, what are your thoughts on that? I mean, it's a different situation for Jagmeet Singh, you know, but if you were Pierre Poilievre and you were the front runner to replace the current prime minister, can you be when that happened, when Mark Carney came in and all the turmoil in the U.S., that's when the turnaround really began. And as you mentioned, that map now looking much redder than it has in years.
Nathan, last week we talked about the Trump effect in Toronto and in the corresponding area of the province. I have noticed in
I like his look.
like the Toronto
Hey,
proper,
boy, honey, you
even
must
though
be deaf.
that by-election
I just
loss
said don't
that
put this
has
on here.
kind of
Scratches
swung
and put it
back
on
to
that,
where
and
the
now you
Liberals
put it
take
back
over
on
the
here.
Nederland
Maybe if I squeeze your little finger, you'll remember a little more.
It's a lot more competitive.
Oh, honey, are you gonna need
What
this
is
for the other ones?
reason
Yes,
for
huh?
that? Like, why the
No need, baby.
Well, maybe yes.
Yeah, it's always
hard to know?
pinpoint exactly.
Well, I don't want to put it away
Generally
just in
speaking,
case.
the topic of
I'll be happy to
conversation
do
in
some
Toronto is
fresh.
the trade war and Trump. And
No,
when
not
you're
beef
looking at the
soup
markets
again,
today
honey.
plummeting,
Oh, you're taking all the onions, honey.
Oh no, I'm giving it to you.
You're grabbing all the onions, honey. And it's always soft over here on you, right?
Okay.
Do you like that, honey?
messaging about the
Thank you.
economy, well, that's gonna resonate with Toronto voters. So
It's
that's
always
the
beans, beans,
so
beans.
far,
Good
but
for
it
your
is
heart.
early, so we do have a few more
Once-
weeks left. And for those
The more you eat.
The more you eat, the more you fart.
traditional.
The more you fart,
So tonight it's
the
gonna
better
be.
you feel. Then you're ready for another meal.
Ah, okay.
Now, honey, Meadow knows, okay, that I don't wanna eat the desserts from that. And she says when I'm talking to my brother on the phone, I'm paying the dessert tonight.
Wow, you see that? Wow.
Yeah.
Responsible and maybe even
She wants to pay the
reducing
dessert now.
that might resonate more because you're
But we're not overdoing it, honey. We only share. We're not
Thank
like,
God we share, honey.
yeah, it's not like,
not where I live.
who's
So
this?
that's kind of why,
Dave?
generally speaking, Toronto.
They're not, they don't
outside
share.
the Toronto
Dave,
area
his health
is
is
more
not
competitive
good.
and it can even go blue. But having said that, people
I'm not even
don't
sure
always
Carol's
vote
health
the
is
same
good.
way at every single
You
election.
know, Karen has some
Otherwise,
kind
there'd
of,
never be
you know
any
what I
Too
mean?
much
change. So
stuff on
that's
the
how it looks
day.
right now, but things can change. Poilievre was in Toronto a couple days ago, giving his tariff response plan. So we'll see if that resonates. You never know. But if Poilievre changes his messaging, spends more time in Toronto, then there could be a shift.
All right, and Ian, I did want to
You want
ask you
lemon?
about that column that landed with a big,
I'll get it.
I don't know, a big aplomb, a lot of aplomb this former Party leader Preston Manning, who essentially argued that if Mark Carney wins, you know, it's going to lead to more talk of separation or actual separation. I was curious, based on your conversations and your representation of the community, like how reflective of the sentiment of Albertans, in your view, that is?
Is it hot?
Well, the thing is, we've heard
Honey,
this
you want
from
the
Preston
sauce?
Manning before. In September
Well,
of
don't get it,
2019,
but
he
it's
gave a
okay.
speech to the
I have
Canadian
the
Club in
sauce here.
downtown Calgary, and he
What
talked
are you
about
eating tonight?
the specter
This,
of Western separatism.
What about that?
If Justin
You want
Trudeau
some? Yeah, we'll take the
is
sauce
elected
after
in October of 2019,
like,
look what
you can
happened.
take it.
Trudeau and the Liberals won a minority government in that year, followed by another minority. Was there a referendum in Alberta after
If I was
either
thinking
one of
Canada's
those
auto
Liberal
industry has a
victories?
difficult-
No. But the concept of Western separatism, Alberta
The
separatism,
death toll in the north
is
is after
always an
10
undercurrent
nightclub
here.
fire
It
rises
always
60.
underpins many of our discussions
That's
on
right.
politics,
It was
including
a
right
fire
now
in a
where
nightclub.
Albertans are talking about a potential Alberta pension plan. I do think
Thank you, honey.
a lot of people thought Preston Manning
this
was
is not
tone
hot.
deaf in that Albertans have
What is
more in common
sauce?
with other Canadians than they do that's different from them. And like other Canadians, we're going to the grocery store and we're looking at the Canadian flags there and we're looking at the labels and we're making sure we're buying Canadian just
Wow.
like everybody else. And in many respects,
Wow, good.
Preston Manning was seen as tone deaf.
I have time for a lightning round, and I wanted to ask, just jumping off all of that, Todd, starting with you. If in fact we did escape, although the tariffs are
good.
certainly in place, but we did escape this new crazy round of so-called reciprocal tariffs, and the target on our back appears to, let's just say, for the sake of argument, recede at all. Does that, in your view, give time to other issues? And if it does, like, what's the most important other issue to Atlantic Canadians? Not to try to, sweep them all with the same brush, but in your view.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it has a huge impact.
Thank you.
I should mention that Pierre Poilievre just came through the region. He had a huge turnout at a rally in Fredericton and another one in rural Prince Edward Island. So the support is certainly there. I think if you take that away, look, we don't have an auto sector in Atlantic Canada, even though St. John, New Brunswick has Canada's largest refinery in Irving Oil. But more than 90% of everything that's made in New Brunswick goes to the United States. So that is why it's such a key issue. But I think if you're taking that off the table, if trade was playing out the way it has for these many years, I think the number one issue would be affordability. Certainly the cost of living, the cost of putting gasoline in a car, the cost of going to the grocery store, and housing in the cities. The rapid rate of growth in Halifax, Moncton in particular, they're facing issues that they've never faced, going back many decades. That would be the number one thing.
Limited internet comes to the
But,
inmates in Canada's federal prisons. Wow.
we have this trade war, and that's taken precedence.
Nathan, if the trade war does recede as an issue set for Torontonians, for example, which, as you pointed out both weeks, is top of mind, what replaces it as the top issue in your view, if that should happen?
Right, I would think sort of indirect.
The White House says no exceptions.
global trade. Trade dramatically reduced for European and Asian-made vehicles in the U.S.
The number one consumer in the world essentially not consuming as much is a major disruptor and will have an effect on supply, production capacity, maybe allocation of supply in Canada.
It's not 100% clear how that would affect Canada. If foreign manufacturers start sending their excess supply here, that could actually drive prices down.
I'll give you an example. Mazda are going to be clobbered in the U.S. They have everything Mazda sells is still made in Japan. Top quality, beautifully assembled, except one model which is made in Mexico.
George Eby is with the Automobile Protection Association.
Mazdas in Canada will have to become more affordable. They're going to have a lot of extra capacity to send here, so that's good for us in a way.
But if Canadians stop buying American, demand for foreign cars could act as a counterbalance.
All of a sudden, people that want to avoid tariffs in Canada are driven to those brands, so now demand goes up, and then, so, yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of pendulum effects on the prices.
What is clear is the tariffs will affect different companies and different models differently. So to answer the question, should you buy now, it's complicated. Matt Gilmore, CTV News.
Coming up, new studies suggest Canadian shoppers are willing to spend a little extra to buy Canadian. We'll have more on that when we return.
New season, April 11th, only on Crave.
Gold standard, gold dust, pop, gold, solid, gold. You're worth your weight in gold. Golden boy, golden girl, golden goose, golden egg, golden age, golden ticket, golden opportunity. Is it just marriage or some kind of food?
Continues to grow in Nova Scotia, but recruitment efforts for those south of the border are paying off. And the recent US election could have something to do with it, CTV's Emma Convey reports.
Welcome to Nova Scotia, where we offer more of medicine.
A marketing campaign by Nova Scotia Health to attract American healthcare workers, motivated by the US election.
We are learning from the high interest that our recruitment efforts are working. Healthcare professionals and nurses are concerned about the changes and the uncertainties in the American healthcare system.
The campaign generated over 500 U.S. nursing inquiries, serious interest from just under 200, and 5 new hires so far.
The interest has just been so much more, and we're taking advantage of that.
Reasons vary, but politics are playing a part.
The number one reason is they're feeling uncertain. And I think that they're just, they just don't see a future for themselves anymore in that country.
When it comes to doctors, about 30% 40% of the province's recruitment is international, and lately there is more interest from south of the border. Nova Scotia Health is in talks with 27 individuals.
There are some physicians that certainly are in specific specialties, and it's obvious that they're concerned about how they're going to practice in the U.S. in the future, and so are interested in potentially considering Nova Scotia as a place to be.
Doctors Nova Scotia says 24% of physicians are close to retirement, so the demand continues to rise.
They've been extremely busy, not enough working clinical patient to be seen. Hard to make a family doctor, put too much pressure on the emergency as well. So it is very important to have more and more family doctors.
New Brunswick Health has also been actively recruiting from the States, especially for hard-to-fill specialist positions, and have seen an increase this year. Emma Convey, CTV News, Halifax.
The Buy Canadian movement is gaining momentum even as grocery costs continue to rise. A new study suggests that shoppers in this country are willing to spend more in order to make patriotic purchases. CTV's Stephanie Seacross wants more on that.
Isla and Joe O'Brien make an effort to buy Canadian. They're even willing to spend more if it means avoiding American products.
I found three pounds of onions from the States was $5.99 or $6.99, and from Canada they were $7.99.
It turns out they're not alone. According to a new survey by Dalhousie University's Agri-Food Analytics Lab, about 6 in 10 Canadians are open to paying 5 to 10% more on Canadian-grown produce.
Why should we pay more?
Over
When we're
American
here.
alternatives.
So maybe Canada.
29.5% say they aren't always willing to pay more, while 31.3% say they'll pay more, but only for specific products.
I think we're dealing with a very emotional scenario right now. People are pushed to behave in certain ways at the grocery store. And again, we've never seen this before.
While the effort to buy Canadian is positive, there are concerns it could drive prices up.
Globally, food inflation will become an issue, and Canada is certainly not immune to that. When you procure food from halfway around the world just to avoid the American option, it will end up costing people more money. That's the reality of supply chains and food economics.
While stores have been adding Canadian symbols to shelves to make products more identifiable, recently, Loblaw announced it would add a T to price tags if the cost has increased due to tariffs. The survey asked people how they feel about this type of labeling. About 60% believe it's a great idea, 11% say it's unnecessary, 10% think it's a political gesture, and around 7% were unaware of the labeling.
Consumers are very concerned about grocers taking advantage of the Canadian momentum, so they'll be watching very closely for sure.
The survey also showed Atlantic Canadians are slightly more likely to always pay more for Canadian food.
I am just did actually when I was looking at a few things in the store. Yeah, if it's not too much more, I would definitely go with Canadian.
The survey also looked at perceptions when it comes to Canadian versus American food. Nearly half say Canadian food is superior both in quality and safety. About a third say American food is comparable, and just 1.5% believe American food is better.
That was CTV's Stephanie Seacross with that report. Coming up, thousands of homes and businesses in Ontario remain without power as the province cleans up following last weekend's winter blast. Stay with us.
You know, retirement doesn't have to mean giving something up. It should mean living life on your own terms.
It's still a question, right, as to how much pass-through there really is or will be from the U.S. side onto sort of the Canadian side. But that's certainly the expectation that if anything, there's more downside risk, more and more upside risk on the inflation side, but more and more gathering downside risk.
Which to qualify. Simple Form 1040 returns only. See if you qualify at turbotax.com/free. I can file for free.
Now this is taxes. File for free with TurboTax Commission.
You did it. You took an idea on a napkin, built a successful business, and made it look easy. But at US Bank, we remember what went into getting here. The hard work, self-doubt, tough decisions, from all those extra hours to finally enjoying the rewards. Our wealth management nothing as powerful as the power of us.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. But now, I have Rinvoq, a once-daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days, and some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. Many saw clear or almost clear skin. Plus, many had clearer skin and less itch, even at 3 years.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occur. See the event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events: infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your dermatologist about Rinvoq.
Goldilocks needs a place of her own, and fast. Thankfully, she's on Redfin. They update the listings every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And with so many options,
You
she's got
okay?
the products that she wants.
This one's just right.
Where are you?
I'm here.
You left me all alone as usual.
You're not alone. I'm here. Who is alone? You? Stop what? What is he saying? Stop what?
Have you heard about Smashball? Smashball is an unending
Smashball.
introducing Kids Ball Ball. Help kids aged 6 to 12 fall in love with the game by building skills and confidence while having fun. There's an app that makes it easy with lesson plans, setup guides, instruction videos, and more. Terrific for schools, clubs, and community programs. Get the app and see for yourself. It's sure to be a smash. Smashball from Volleyball Canada.
You full, honey? What?
Home is back.
This came out
Spread the good word.
It's incredibly
from the test
important that we
of that.
create a
That's the only
generation
thing.
that's more in
Few,
tune
or maybe
with
5
nature.
signs
Populations grow.
and
As climate
regulations
change
like
happens around
what
us, we've got to start caring.
With a little love, they survive
But you did okay with your
and
son.
thrive.
I'm very good on the science.
The next generation.
They put it all science,
Cottage Life, now in free
but not
preview.
this situation.
Have I got news for you? New tomorrow on CNN.
In our Law and Justice League today, the Trump administration is now appealing.
They asked
the federal judge's order
what
that
you gonna do
directed
if
the
there
Trump
is
administration to bring back
hydroplaning.
to the United States a Maryland father who was mistakenly deported to El
And
Salvador
I answer
in one of
right
these ice
also
roundups.
with that.
In 2019, an immigration judge actually granted this man, Kilmar Armando Abrego Garcia, a Salvadoran national, protected status, which would prohibit the federal government from sending him to El Salvador. But that did not stop immigration officers from arresting Abrego Garcia last month,
Must be
alleging
there at 7.
he had ties to the MS-13 gang. Abrego Garcia's attorneys denied those allegations. Let's bring in CNN's Priscilla Alvarez, who attended today's hearing in Maryland, as well as former federal prosecutor Elliot Lund. So Priscilla, the Trump administration conceded this week. They admitted that they mistakenly deported him because of an administrative error, they said. Did the Justice Department give any evidence in today's hearing over why he was arrested and deported in the first place?
The short answer is no.
So you
And there
want
were
dessert,
actually a
honey?
few areas over the course of the hearing where the federal
This
judge was
dessert for you.
asking for more evidence. One of those was on MS-13. Of course, the Trump administration has maintained that he has ties to this gang. But the federal judge said she had not seen any additional evidence to prove that beyond something that occurred back in 2019 that was
What guy?
part of his immigration proceedings, where again, ICE was not able to shore that up. And she also noted there was no criminal proceedings, there was no indictment, so she sort of put that aside over the course of the hearing. But the second
Yeah.
thing that she wanted the Justice Department to
What about him?
elaborate on was on what legal basis was he detained, and then also
That's what they
removed.
say. They want
And
him
in
to
her
come
back
back to the
report, she
USA.
could not find
They
what
sent
the
him there
legal
by air.
basis was. Was there a warrant out for him that he was detained last March, only days before being deported to El Salvador. And if he was deported, was there any procedure that was done to remove this withholding of removal that we keep talking about, that granted him that protected status? And the Justice Department just couldn't give an answer. In fact, the DOJ attorney said this, quote, the government made a choice here to produce no evidence. The attorney also saying that it had frustrated him that he didn't have more evidence to give her. That just wasn't enough for her over the course of this hearing as she was trying to figure out why they had deported him, and then also this idea that they couldn't bring him back. She raised, for example, that the administration has given $6 million to El Salvador to detain migrants in this prison. So she said, if you're paying a government, how is it that you cannot call that government to return someone to you? There wasn't a sufficient answer to that either in her eyes. So she actually, as the hearing concluded, stepped away for about 30 minutes, came back and gave her oral order.
Yeah, when it comes to her frustrations about asking the administration for evidence and not getting any, I feel her pain. I mean, I feel like I've been going through that since this all started. You too. Elliot,
You ready
I
to
guess
go,
this
honey?
rests on something that a confidential informant back in 2019 claimed about this individual, but there wasn't necessarily any more evidence behind that. A judge agreed with the immigration officials